Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Ideally, though.
Ideally, though.
I'm your host, Erica, and with me is my hubby, my bestie, my butter biscuit.
Yeah. What's up?
Happy, I guess, Black History Month.
Yeah, happy Black History Month.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's some people on the internet, though. They be like, I don't understand why you guys get a month. We only had a week. We only had it in spirit. And I'm going to keep saying we got the shortest month, so y'all can shut the hell up.
That's true. That's true. And the only time we get an extra day in it is if it's a leap year. So it's like
yeah. Is it a leap year? Like it's the 29th, right? 20,
yeah, something like that.
Days?
Yeah, it'll be like a leap year or something. They fucked us out of a pretty decent month, to be honest.
I'm excited that it's February. We have our anniversary this month.
We do.
Um,
It's a release month for me in particular.
Feel like you're gonna slow down work wise a little bit.
Yes, I'm majorly looking forward to that, especially with that little short vacation I got coming up. So
Okay.
yeah, really looking forward to that. As you said, our anniversary, it's Valentine's Day for all the lovers that are out there. It's gonna be coming up,
Lovers and all the scorn people who
and
hate.
all the single people out there who are lonely.
Were you one of those people who was
scorned.
like, "Oh, I hate Valentine's Day. It's so stupid. It's a commercial holiday."
No, but I just didn't care too much about it just because it felt like a day. It didn't have any significance honestly until like anniversary.
Well, question though, like, did you have girlfriends during Valentine's Day? Because I feel like when people don't, they're like, oh, I don't care. It's just another day.
Yeah, I did, and I bought gifts, but even then I was just like, it's for the women in general. Like I feel like everybody knows that, right? And then like, so I was just like, here you go. But it is just it is, and what rather it was just another day. And now it does mean 10 times more to me now. Now I'm trying to plan shit and be expensive and lavish and all that other bullshit.
I've always loved Valentine's Day. I didn't always like have a boyfriend. Middle school, high school, or most of high school, I didn't have a boyfriend, but I loved it because me and my friends, we would like give each other stuff.
Oh.
And if we wasn't hating or being like a party pooper about Valentine's Day, we loved Valentine's Day.
Do I qualify as a party pooper?
I don't know. You get those scorn people like, I don't even care. I don't care. That's because you ain't never been in love. Or in like with somebody, nobody liked your ass.
Extreme like, yeah.
I like the chocolates. I'm like traditional. Like, give me some chocolate. I can take some edible arrangements. Give me a cute little bear.
Yeah,
like that's kind
of
like
relatively simple and classic, which is cool. So when I do the bigger things, it's a little more of a inspired thing to it. But yeah, I do like that portion of it. The giving, I am more of like a provider mindset, so the giving portion has always been a thing for me for Valentine's Day. But receiving, I've never received real things up until you. So
I think men should get things too, or if you're in a traditional relationship, I think you should give your man something.
Yeah,
some cologne, a watch.
It would be nice. We
Yeah.
don't really get much usually.
I know. I do think it is for the ladies.
Yeah.
So I'm always expecting something cute, like.
Oh yeah, and you will be getting something.
Yeah,
cute this year.
So
you will be getting something cute this year for sure.
I'm probably gonna have to look and see worst Valentine's Day things on Reddit.
That'd be fun.
So
Let's
funny.
do that. Y'all want to see that?
Like see or talk about worst Valentine's days.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I don't know.
Let's do it.
All right, so the internet's been blowing up with a lot of stuff, and it's only the second. Nia Long is going to play Katherine Jackson.
Really?
In the Michael Jackson biopic.
No shit.
How do you feel about Nia Long doing Katherine?
Wow. Okay.
Can she pull it off like Angela?
Yeah,
Bassett?
I think she can.
I think
she can. I think she's gonna do really, really well. I'm thinking of how her most recent thing that I have seen her in would have more or less been the Best Man Holidays.
Mm-hmm.
And she was really good in that. She seemed like she was like refreshed and like having fun. I feel like this type of role for her to embody as Mrs. Katherine Jackson would be pretty pivotal. It's a big role.
Yeah, it is a big role, and it will have her to be a little bit more diverse.
Yes, it's dynamic for sure.
She plays very much like very big, bold characters.
Right, that's where
so
I'm getting
to be
at.
a little bit more submissive and a little timid from what we got from like the Jackson 5 American Dream with Angela Bassett. I wanted to see some range with her with that.
Yeah, yeah.
We do have Coleman Domingo who's going to play Joe Jackson. Can he play Joe Jackson?
Absolutely. Do you hear that man's voice? You hear that man's voice?
He has the voice, but you know, I love me some Lawrence Hilton Jacobs who played the daddy in the American Dream. He played Joe Jackson.
Okay, first off, you can't beat him. You can't beat him.
I hated that man all the way up until like I was able to.
He is Joe Jackson.
Yeah. I was like, I hate this man so bad. But I loved him, Cooley High and all that. So like,
if you put him and Joe Jackson in face to face, it'd be like staring in the mirror for me.
I didn't even know what Joe Jackson looked like. I only thought it was Lawrence Hilton Jacobs who played him.
But I do believe that he can actually pull it off. I believe his sleekness from his character Strand, from what was it, The Fear of Walking Dead, right? His sleekness and his tongue was something that people said that like Joe Jackson had. He had a silver tongue. He could get into rooms. He can put his kids places. Okay. So I feel like he'll be able to swing that a little bit. And I'd imagine that the aggressiveness of him can be shown in a much more verbose range.
Okay.
In this type of film. It makes me excited. I like him.
I'm going to say this. Do we need another Michael Jackson biopic? I think we had the 15 goddamn American Dream Michael Jackson. Yes. Washington played him with whiteface.
Yes. You know why?
I'm over it.
You know why we need it?
Because
all those other ones are getting it wrong.
Yeah.
And in addition to that, the only one that did get it right decently enough would have been American Dream, because that's the one everybody, at least in black culture, right? That's the one we refer to.
Well, that's because they had a hand in it.
Yes.
You had like Jermaine Jackson's son playing, and him in it. They had like just some. They could put their feet in it.
Yeah, they had some say-so. Yeah. And that matters. And I don't know. I believe the estate does have say-so in this one as well.
I hope so.
And
so they have Jafar Jackson.
Exactly, because Jafar is playing. So I'd imagine that they're picking the right people because they see those people in them. I'd imagine. So I feel like if you're going to do something for the Jackson estate that has the Jackson estate stamp on it, a lot of those other ones weren't stamped. A lot of those other ones aren't stamped.
I don't know.
If this has the stamp, it's gonna be something that's gonna bring in, I feel like, the Jacksons as a whole into a new era for this new generation of kids and people, to be honest.
So I guess it's Michael Jackson. So we're just gonna follow him versus the American Dream, where we all follow everybody.
But I imagine his family is gonna be in it, at least somewhat. So, and no, I don't imagine this new generation of technical kids or whatever, these streaming peoples are gonna go see or look up the American Dream versus watching this.
Let me tell you about the American Dream. I watch that all the time. Me and my siblings, me and my brother, we have so many lines from that movie.
You do. I've heard all of you recite some.
No one knows the American Dream the way I know it. I'm just saying. So I'm looking for it's the Michael Jackson biopic, but I'm looking to have a little bit from the American Dream. Just like, I don't know. I just need more. I'm tired of these biopics for him.
Yeah.
Can we just lay him to rest and call it a day?
I'm for it because it brings in, ushers in that music into this generation of
who you think gonna have to be in charge of the music?
The estate. It's gonna be the estate, and I think if it's not going to be handled by the estate, they're going to have some major producer.
There's people who did like Janet Jackson stuff, maybe Babyface and stuff. He probably going to have a hand in that.
I would imagine if you've worked on things and still alive back in the day, they'll pull you in on it.
Okay.
I'd imagine so. I feel like why not get the best cooks from each kitchen to be in on it? You know what I mean? If you don't, you're giving a lackluster product, in my opinion.
All right. Also, Coleman Domingo is going to play Nat King Cole.
You did tell me that, and I am so interested to see how that's going to work.
He co-wrote it, too. So he said he's been working on it for a while. So he's just biopic after biopic. Don't turn into a Jonathan Major and have some scandal happen, because you coming up kind of fast, and I'm nervous for you, brother.
Yeah, he's actually on a skyrocket. He's been on his trajectory's been pretty fucking high and mighty, and I like seeing him. And Nat King Cole. See, this is what I'm talking about because you're ushering in. Maybe young people will go see this, but even bringing up the name of creating a movie is putting it back out there in the wild. So it's the same thing with the Michael Jackson film.
Did you ever watch the Natalie or what? His daughter,
yes,
the singer. Did you ever watch her little biopic she had?
I didn't watch it, but I remember hearing about it.
It was so good. It came around the American Dream type VH1.
Yeah.
So that was really good. So I would love to see what Coleman Domingo has in store for us.
You have faith in him?
I do.
All right.
I just get nervous when you get these successful black men who are doing it and they're coming up kind of fast.
Yeah, you don't want to get Jonathan.
I don't want another scandal. This is so stupid.
That's sad that that's now become a verb. Don't get Jonathan Majors. Like.
Oh, I'm saying it, but I'm coining the phrase. But yeah, I really hope I can see him doing major things. He got an Oscar nomination, so the sky's the limit. He's been doing stuff for years, but he's kind of things have been coming up since Fear the Walking Dead and Candyman. So I really hope he does really well.
Right on.
Dexter Darden, he was the one from Maze Runner.
Okay.
He's actually going to play Muhammad Ali in Kevin Hart's heist thriller Fight Night.
Okay. Wait, he's playing Muhammad Ali in a heist?
It's a heist thriller. Fight Night. I'm not sure what to expect.
Are we fictionalizing history here? That's interesting. Kevin Hart?
Kevin Hart.
I've never even heard of this. Now I'm intrigued. Yeah.
I think he's so cute. I think he can play Muhammad Ali. He's gonna be good. He probably just has to go in the gym a little bit. Like he's built, so I'm pretty sure he's playing like a young Muhammad Ali.
Probably.
So I would love to see that.
I'm interested in where, just by that description alone, I'm interested where they're gonna go with this because now I'm thinking like multiple boxers in an Ocean's 11 situation, and I don't understand.
I don't know. I know, right? It's like heist thriller,
right?
Fight Night, Muhammad Ali. Like what? It's like, what the hell is this?
That feels AI driven if I've ever seen that before.
We'll have to see. I'll be trying to give everybody the stuff ahead of time.
Of course.
There's a couple things I've seen when it came to in the internet lethal injections and people on death row. I saw this guy, Romel Brown. He is on death row, and he survived 18 lethal injections.
Yes.
Because they couldn't find a viable vein.
Yes.
What the hell?
That would be your situation, technically.
He is Final Destination.
Yeah, he skipped the line a few times. I don't know if that's lucky, though. I don't know if I would feel lucky.
That's scary as hell.
Because that's got to be painful in one way.
Painful, and then you're scared because you're like, this is the last day.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, shit.
We'll get you tomorrow.
Right.
Fuck!
Gotta use more dynamite. Right, That's me. Every time I go to draw blood, they're like, we can't find a vein. I'm like, I hate needles. Like, just get it over with. Find someone who's like, who can do it.
You end up looking like a heroin addict.
Oh, my gosh.
All pricked up, bro.
Did you see in Alabama, they carried out the first nitrogen gas execution?
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Now, they said Alabama still contests that it's the most humane way of... Yeah. But this man was shaking violently for like 2 minutes.
Okay. See, the thing being is that if you go underwater for long enough, you build nitrogen in your blood, right? And even more so, when you leave, you have to leave at an extended periods of time, or you get the bent.
Yeah.
Because the nitrogen would just expand out of your blood. So that's not humane whatsoever.
Well, Alabama down south.
Yeah, has Alabama ever gotten it right though? Let's be honest.
They said they still contest. They're like, this is the most humane way. But I was like, I don't know nothing about nitrogen gas and putting that in somebody's veins.
It's not good.
And they said he was shaking. It was a 22-minute thing, it took 2 minutes for him to die. But they said he was shaking violently.
Yeah, not fun. When nitrogen expands in your blood, it feels like you are going to burst, and that's also because of the depth and pressure of the water. But just imagine just having that and being tied to a fucking machine or gurney or chair while you're getting it. That's disturbing.
Yeah, I mean, well, you're gonna have to get what you get. You convicted of murder, so I don't know. So I mean,
that's a catch-22.
I don't know. I mean, you're gonna have to get what if I have to shoot you up with ketchup and mustard, whatever to do the job.
Oh God.
If you deserve it. Okay, so have you heard about this beef with Meg Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj?
Of course I've heard about that. You know me, hip hop historian guy and all.
what is it about the Barbs that they just go from 0 to 100 and threatening to defile Meg the Stallion's mom's grave?
Look, uh, the
What?
Barbs are a particular special set of like subsection
Of
human. Yeah, I would say that too. It's interesting how far people could take the fandom of something.
You don't even know this woman.
Right, and she doesn't know you either.
She don't pay you to protect her?
Not at all. You don't exist in most cases, way, shape, or form. Your money does. I just don't think any of that was warranted. Keep it rap. Keep it rap.
No, this is the thing. Some people think that it was a little bit of a publicity. How do you say it?
Publicity
stunt? Yeah, because she's now going on tour. Meg Thee Stallion has now announced that she's going on tour this summer.
I don't think it's a publicity stunt.
So sometimes when they do these stunts, fans don't know, so they going hard for whoever they love. Right. I really hope it wasn't and it went left, because now they have to beef up security at the graveyard.
Yeah,
it's gross. I think it's these Gen Zs, I feel like, because have some respect. A lot of them don't have no older people in their life to even want to mess with the dead. Like, leave the dead alone.
Respect for the dead has been a long dying thing over time for a while now. I've realized. I mean, there's a difference between how people do things in our realm and your King Von's, for instance. Yeah. You know what I mean? The Twitter murderer who will say it. You know what I'm saying? And tweet that shit out.
So, just like Famous from Raising Kanan, Shoot.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, tell it on yourself. I don't think any of this should be a thing. I like the beef. Let's get that straight. I like the beef between those two entities, right? Meg,
they're really big rappers.
Nicki. I love it. But keeping it rap is one single thing. You don't need to go and threaten with any way, shape, or form of defiling anything or a death threat to here.
Yeah,
because
come on.
Does it need to extend that far? Already we've lost too many lives in hip hop in general from things going way too fucking far.
And I'm that person. I'm going to hell.
You know what I mean?
Fuck Hollywood. Meet me in the streets. How about that? What's the 411? I'm just saying. Like, no, I don't like that. I don't have a mom no more. So to somebody say some weird stuff like that, or I'm holding you accountable for your fans.
Yeah.
And if you don't say nothing,
yeah,
then drop your location.
Yeah, I could see where that feeling arrives from. Mm-hmm. I always want to try to keep those types of things always willing to be in rap beef. When things were in rap beef back in the day, like the things I miss, back to back Drake and Meek Mill, that era, where it could have got rowdy at the concert, but nobody got seriously hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're not trying to go all the way back to
go
Tupac and Biggie type shit.
Yeah, defiling people's graves is crazy, or even threatening to do so. But like, you're crossing some boundaries. Keep it rap. Keep the bars coming. You know what I mean? And smack each other on wax.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, do you want to tell the baby girls what we're gonna be talking about today, since it is Black History Month?
So it's more or less about the Black experience.
Yeah.
Right?
Growing up Black. There's viewers who aren't Black, and some people want to know. They don't want to say it, but they're like, okay, what's the differences? Mm-hmm. So sometimes I'll get people of different races, mostly like Caucasians who are like, oh, can I touch your hair? Oh, can you tell me about this? Oh, I never knew.
I've had that plenty.
So we're going to talk about growing up Black.
Yeah.
Okay, first thing I want to start with, just about being Black. This is about what Black movies haven't you seen?
Oh.
Because other races have seen certain things like Selena. They didn't see La Bamba. You didn't see Notting Hill. You didn't see
Notting Hill.
Runaway Bride.
Crazy movie to pull out your pocket.
I'm just saying, my Crazy Rich Asian Family. Everybody has in their race like movies that you have to watch, or you get your card revoked, right? You get your Asian card revoked. You get your Hispanic card revoked.
Right.
You getting your Black card revoked. What Black movie have you not seen that you should have seen?
That I should have seen.
As being a Black person.
Being a Black person. Oh.
Do you want me to start?
Yeah, I'd have you start.
Okay. What is it? Blue Hill Avenue?
Oh, that one hurts because that's one of my favorite movies.
Alan Payne, right? I have never seen.
Alan Payne. Great fucking movie.
Yeah. Or Do the Right Thing. Really? Now, this is the thing. I've seen pieces.
Okay.
Because I'm somebody who can catch on to stuff.
Right.
but I've never seen the movie.
Okay.
With,
Okay.
yeah.
Do the Right Thing. I've seen both of those. I've seen Crooklyn.
Are you fucking kidding me? That's because you don't got a whole bunch of brothers and sisters. Yeah, right, you do, living in the same household. I just say, are you kidding? That's the best Spike Lee movie ever. Now I'm judging you.
I love how upset you are.
Like, what the fuck?
The dig at my family.
I'm like, hold on, cut.
It's beautiful, bro.
I wasn't expecting you to say Crooklyn.
Oh yeah, Crooklyn. And you've talked about this plenty of times. It's been conversations, and if you've ever noticed,
shown you Crooklyn.
If you've ever noticed, I just nod and agree with you whenever we talk about it. I have never seen that.
I thought we watched it together.
No,
that's okay.
You watched it with the children.
We're gonna watch it. Yeah, because I'm trying to give them some good cultural, the cultural Black experience.
Oh, I feel attacked, and that was hilarious.
What do you have? Another movie? Because I gave you two.
Okay, so you did give me two, and the only one that I can think of that I've seen bits, just the smallest bits and pieces of, are the it's Belly.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yes.
Now my mom had the DVD, and I felt like it was a little bit forbidden for me to watch it back in the day.
Yes.
But I love Belly.
Yeah, I only have seen bits and pieces and like key moments of them, right?
Okay.
Just key moments of them, but it's not a full movie I've actually sat down and watched at all.
I've seen a full movie maybe twice, but then I've ended up having watching bits and pieces because you know how BET will overplay something. Yeah. So
okay. So speaking of that, beautiful segue, if you don't mind, I have to say, what black movie would get your black card revoked because it's overrated? You want me to go?
Go ahead.
Baby Boy.
I knew you was gonna say Baby Boy. I had it on the tip of my tongue. I was like,
Baby Boy.
Okay. Yeah. It's overrated because again, with BET, they take these great black cinemas and then they just overplay it, just like Color Purple. You have to keep on seeing that. Or when Tyler Perry came into play.
You hit that. I was gonna say anything Tyler Perry is.
And I'm like, okay, we done. Okay, we got enough.
I get we supposed to, rock with some, that unity.
But it be too much sometimes.
Dog, sometimes it's too much. Yeah. Sometimes it's too much.
Okay. What black food haven't you eaten?
Ooh.
Now, just for people who are not black and they don't know about when I say black food, we're talking about the chitlins. This is all coming from the pig, right? Go back to slavery when we weren't able to get certain good pieces of the meat.
Yeah.
And we had to have the scraps. So we, as black people, our culture, we were able to make
nothing into something. We able to make nothing into something.
Chitlins, ham hocks, pig feet, that type of thing. What haven't you had?
Hog Mogs is one I have not had.
I haven't had that either. What the hell is that?
From what I understand, I think it's part of the pig, but I couldn't tell you what fucking part. I don't know if a pig has a mog.
Hog Mogs, and what else do you think?
All right, and pig feet.
Pig feet, yeah.
So my mom and my dad are both country bumpkin people because they come from the South, right? Okay. And they grew up just eating and loving all that shit. And anytime my mom would make that at home, the house would smell ungodly. So I would never eat that. That's like a day. Like as a kid, I'd stand 10 toes down on, no, I'm not eating dinner. You're gonna have to whoop me. Like
you're gonna have to work for this ass whooping.
Yeah, well, come on and bring it, mama. I'm going to bed hungry. I don't care.
Okay, so I've had chitlins, and that's the extent of the real black food.
Okay.
I have not had, let's say, like oxtails.
Oh, interesting.
I think that's more like Jamaican, but still, I haven't had oxtails.
Black.
Yeah, and I haven't had pig feet.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I've had oxtail. It's not for me.
Good.
Not for me.
Okay.
But it's good.
Gamey.
Yeah, a little bit. And also kind of reminds me more or less like of a neck bone, which is one that I don't eat very often either. Another black food I don't eat very often.
I've had it, so
I've had it. I can't say it yet. I can't say I haven't had it. I've had it. It was good. But also I was a kid and I didn't know any better. Yeah. Don't judge me on that one at least.
So I mean, yeah, that's what we would like to make during the holidays or our family, grandmas especially, pig feet, ham hocks, black eyed peas.
Yeah. Are you a fan of the black eyed peas?
Not really.
Me either.
Yeah, I've had it a couple times. I was like, not for me.
What are you not a fan of when it comes to soul food?
I would say probably the Black Eyed Peas. I'm not a big fan of like sweet potato pie.
Okay, okay.
Because I don't like pie.
It
Sorry.
hurts me. You
Yeah,
know it hurts deep down
I'm
inside.
not really. Yeah. So if people say, "Oh, do you want pumpkin pie?" If I really don't like sweet potato pie, and that's the better version, I'm not gonna eat your nasty ass pumpkin pie. So yeah,
great.
that's probably what I won't eat. If that's the extent, I can eat most things.
Not a fan of the Black Eyed Peas. Truth be told, I'm not gonna eat everybody greens either. I'm not gonna eat
I
everybody
don't
greens.
either, but greens be slapping.
Greens slap,
Mhm.
but I ain't gonna eat everybody green.
Okay. Now, okay, so this is something that I feel like was legit in black and brown households.
Okay.
Getting a whooping. Now, we all have friends that are white that didn't get a whooping.
Yes.
Do you feel like a whooping was something that we needed when you look back on us being a black man, being a black woman, and things could happen? Do you think whoopings were called for in the household?
Okay. Yes, 1,000%. Beat your kids.
Not beat your kids.
No, beat your kids.
But look, as parents, we don't even do that no more.
I mean, to an extent, it stops at a certain point, right? Because they become people.
Yeah.
And their feelings. But when they're vegetables, you got to kind of train them in a certain way. I'm only saying that jokingly, of course. But, like, truth be told, I do feel like the discipline that I got from them, like from the whoopings, in most cases, because I was really genuinely fucking up, I deserved it. Yeah, that shit helped.
Okay. What about this? This is for my black girls. Because you know, with other races, they don't do this. Us having to wear scarves to protect our hair. And the night before, the first day of school, the night before school.
Yeah, scarves and your French hats.
Okay, this is the thing. When you a little black girl and you go do a sleepover at your friend's house that's not black, it's always a question of why are you putting that scarf on your head? That? Yeah. Why are you putting that scarf on your head? Because I can't wake up and just brush it with one of those combs and then call it a day.
Yeah, them things that just roll over your head. Yeah.
I'm gonna be frustrated and crying all day if I have to fix my hair. It's very hard to deal with.
Yes.
Our hair.
It is.
So we try to do it the day before, a week before. We really do protective styles.
I feel like you have to understand like black women's hair is a journey within itself.
Yeah,
it is a journey within itself, and it's something that every black woman is affected by it. And so, if you are with a black woman, you have to pay special attention to that. Yeah. To be honest, it is a thing, and I mean, it's beautiful, but beauty is pain, as they say.
Yeah. Have you ever had anyone, like someone white or someone in a different race, that says, "Can I touch your hair?"
Yes.
Did you let them touch your hair?
Yes.
Did you feel offended that they touched your hair?
No, but I was like interested into what their response is going to be like after. So that's the only reason why I allowed it. So I wonder.
I'd say this: you don't have 4C hair, so
4C is crazy.
Only the real girls know what I'm talking about. But you don't have 4C hair. Your hair is a little bit more silkier, so they will feel a little bit more like, oh, okay, it's kind of like mine. If it's a curly, somebody who has really like deep curls, they'll be like, oh, it feels like mine.
Yes.
With mine, I've had white women say, "Can I touch your hair?" Some I say no. It all depends on my mood. When I was younger, I'd be like, "No, you're not fucking touching my hair." Like, you're gonna have to dream about it. I don't know what to tell you. Or get a black doll and feel the Kenya doll. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
As older, I was like, well, you know what? It is my job to educate people, and sometimes people just like some people are dying. They've been waiting 50 years, 60 years just to touch this luxurious hair of mine. So I'm like, yeah, I mean, go ahead.
Yeah.
And not everybody gonna want you to do that though. So
yeah. That's.
I'm okay with educating people and stuff like that.
I'm okay with it too. I'm okay with educating people to a degree. It can't be weird, but like I've had that done where I was like, yeah, and they've told me like, oh my god, it's not what I've imagined it, and I'm like, okay, so what have you imagined? And then we go from, I've heard things from like scrubby brushes to what the fuck, wool and more shit. So I'm no, and don't say that in public.
I'll punch you in the motherfucking face. I was gonna say, did you ever have? Well, what was I gonna say? Did you ever have anyone ask you, like, if you were mixed with anything, because maybe you're lighter?
Yes.
Okay, so they couldn't fathom you just being like completely black.
Well, yeah, and I mean they would write and asking because I mean yes, but like yeah, particularly conversations with my like European family, you know,
Okay.
the Serbian
Mhm.
family or whatever. So that was an interesting thing. So to like break down, like, no, see, we just don't. We come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. Like
Yeah,
we're a
beautiful.
range
Yeah.
of shit. We can be as white as you, ma, or as dark
Yeah.
as seal. So you know,
Yeah, sometimes
yeah.
depending, some people think like if you were just, I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
you always have to be mixed with
And
something.
it's been multiple times in throughout my life, especially when I was younger, when I had like longer hair
Hmm.
and shit like that, and they were like, "Well, what is he?" You
You
know.
know what? And correct me if I'm wrong for my people who are in the UK. I always feel like I get two types of black people in the sense
Uh,
that either I see on social media or
mm,
on TV. They're either the darker ones who you could tell they come from African descent and they came to
yes,
the UK,
correct.
or they were mixed, like their mom is white and their dad is African. You
Yes.
know, you don't ever see anyone that's like, I don't know how to say it. I mean, we're from America, so we're just African
Yeah.
Americans.
Yeah.
But when they're in the UK, it's like African.
Yeah.
You
Is
straight
there an
African, or
English
you're.
African? Or is that like what would
It's
you
either
call
you're
that?
not you're mixed, or you're like straight African.
Yeah.
So,
What?
I mean, I would love someone to like educate
Yeah.
me on that
I would
who's
love to be
from the
educated on that.
UK. But I always see like I either get one or the other.
Shouts to the UK
So
listeners.
yeah, so this is one thing as a black woman that I get.
Yeah.
It's so fun, even now.
Mm.
So if I get braids, or if I wear a wig, or if I go natural. So say I go natural and I haven't been natural in a couple months.
Yes.
I wear my natural hair. They're like, "Oh my God, did you cut your hair?"
Yeah, 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 yeah,
It's
yeah,
so
yeah,
funny when
yeah,
people say that because they don't know that
yeah,
I can put a wig on, I can get braids,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I can do so many different things. My black is beautiful. I can do so many different things with my hair.
Hmm.
Or when I get a wig or I get braids, oh my God, like did you dye your hair? I
Hmm.
don't like. I mean, we're
It's so
2024.
funny how so many people could be as uh,
It's
ignorant,
yeah,
you know, and it's bliss. You know what I
yeah,
mean? They're just like really. It comes from a sense of like it's real genuine, right? It's like,
yeah. They
did
like
you really dye your
yeah.
hair?
You just grew your hair overnight. It's
Yeah,
like all my black girls out there who know what I'm talking about. We all have the people I've talked to. We all have had that
like you're one of
situation.
those push down Play-Doh doll
Yeah, they're
things.
like, "Oh my God, your hair grew," and I'm like, "Yeah, it grew overnight."
Yeah, it's beautiful serum.
Right? Like, what the hell? Uh, okay, I want to kind of go back to parenting. How do you feel like growing up in a black household it has influenced your parenting? Do you take
Mm.
anything from growing up in the black experience in the household to being the
How we talk and our mannerisms throughout our house kind of carried from my house, and I feel like a mixture of yours as well. Like there is a sense of like my I feel like my kids can go to any other black person in America and basically have a conversation with them. Like they know universally how
yeah?
to be us in a way.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's so hard to explain that, but it's passing down that level of like blackness,
I
if you
got one
will.
for you. Okay, so with black moms and dads,
Yes.
mostly black moms, do you take any of the phrases that your mom would say, like, "You got any McDonald's money?" Now I don't know if that just only happens in black households, but I mean I'm black, so I'm just telling you my experience.
Listen,
You got? Do you use that?
I've used it a couple of times. Yes.
What about "Shut up, before I give you something to cry about"?
I've heard you use that.
Have I? Oh
Yes, I've
Jesus!
heard you use. I've never used that. You, I've heard.
Well,
I've
what
heard
have
you.
you used from your mom or dad that you're like, oh
Oh
God damn?
man, I mean, I don't really. I've never really used any of their actual phrases. I don't believe. Oh, except if there were like things that were like they weren't necessarily culturally representative. It was
Okay.
something outside of that, so those don't really count. I never really used any of my parents' real phrases, to be honest. I've always been off the you know the top of the dome, to be
Okay.
honest, with most of my things. And probably the reason why most of those things fail. But
Okay.
whatever.
What is some things you've seen at someone who's not black like you went to your friend's house that's
Yeah.
white or Hispanic or something like Asian.
Yeah.
What have you seen them get away with that you know as a black mom or dad would not let you get away with?
Slamming doors, first
Oh.
name calling. That shit's weird.
Also,
Like
like
calling your
Suzanne, leave me
mother
alone.
Mary is like, yo.
So you've heard that?
What? Yeah, I've heard that. That
Damn.
type of stuff. Like taking their car, like not asking, just taking. And
Oh
then
wow.
the parents just basically have to accept that. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be back later, ma.
I've seen fighting. Like
Fighting,
you're
I've
fighting your
seen.
parents. I'm like,
Fighting, I've
I will
seen.
be back with at the pearly gates
Oh
if I
yeah.
tried that.
Oh yeah. We be rebooting life as we
Or
speak.
cursing. Like let's say in elementary school, going to a friend's house, you're like, shut the fuck up, mom. You like, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
The part when me just saying shh, I would have been knocked out.
Yeah. Did you try attempt to think to shush
I'm
me?
all about now that I'm a parent of like gentle parenting,
I'm
but that
trying.
there's a limit.
Yeah, it's very it's a weird balance that you have to keep, very much so, because it was very hardcore parenting in my childhood, and I did adopt, but a lot of those things for myself, they made me harder. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? It made me more more or less able to deal with certain shit. But I've also learned tools to better learn and teach that lesson.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm using those to like delineate that information to my children. It's rough growing up in black households sometimes, and
Yeah.
I mean America hasn't really made it the greatest for us anyway. So
Now I'm not trying to say like all white houses they be like letting their kids cuss and stuff like that, but you know just how they have stereotypes with us. It's like I
it's
can
the
only
thing
go
I
off what I've
see.
seen.
It's a lot of the stuff I see.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff I've seen. I'm like, dang, I couldn't even
You know,
get
there's
away
one
with
thing
that.
that I had that is interesting in those types of households. Like, what's different is you don't see children running around very often in black households. In most cases, in a lot of cases, you sit the fuck down. Don't you go in here and touch nothing. Don't ask for nothing.
And I
Don't
know,
say nothing. But
I know that I guess like it's a perception that we are just all rowdy kids
yeah,
and
we're
stuff
not.
like that.
Oh no,
No.
no, because mama's. I don't want to have to get in the fight with my mom's. She
Well,
whoop
especially
my
yeah,
ass.
you in a house with a whole bunch of kids. It's like enough is enough. The belt gonna come
Yeah,
out.
but I mean, if you look at like when we watch 1,000 Pound Sisters and how Amy's kids are always running around constantly, it's like nobody really want to wrangle them in.
Yeah, like
Or
if you guys ever watched £1,000 Sisters lately, it's really been irking my nerves with Amy. Like she's so overwhelmed. I'm like, you were a single mother when you was with Michael. If y'all know what I'm talking about.
right,
But like I'm like pop him sometimes.
right,
Like he doesn't he's a baby, so he doesn't but hit him in his leg when he's trying to hit or he's not listening. You have to train them. Who
yeah,
want you gonna stay home for the rest of your life and never go out and have a good meal?
right, right,
The kids
right.
are not gonna stress me out. So sometimes you're gonna have to pop them a little bit, hit their hands, hit their legs, and then they'll learn that
I can't
I
do that.
can't do that. I can't cry like I cry for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying beat your kid, but there is a little bit of a popping. Oh my
I'm
god.
saying beat you.
No, you not. But yeah, like I hate seeing that. Even in some grocery stores when you see
Yeah,
the kids
the running
acting crazy,
around and
I'm
things.
like, oh
Those are definitely those differences in between those types of households. I would
yeah.
say for sure, for sure.
Well, do you have any last words of wisdom before we head out about the black experience or growing up black?
Uh, reach out to your nearest friendly neighborhood black person. Happy Black History Month. Wish it to them, and stay safe this month, huh?
Yeah.
Let's stay safe this month.
Also, any football fans, are y'all rooting for the Chiefs or the 49ers? Now, I know people would think because I'm from the West Coast, I should be rooting for the 49ers, but I'm actually want the Chiefs to win.
Hmm.
So this is their second year in a row going to the Super Bowl, and it's going to be out here. I'm going to try to sneak in, because I can't pay for them tickets.
Sports football.
But you guys tell me who you guys rooting for, 49ers or the Chiefs.
Uh-huh.
Remember, we drop our new episodes every Friday on all streaming platforms, audio-wise. And please catch us on YouTube at Ideally Though Pod on Sundays. Please like, subscribe, hit that bell button.
Share it.
And we will catch you next week. Bye.
Yeah.